Let me tell you the story of the man who was to become the King of IRL. It was July 10th, 2016, and I was hoping my final year of service for the LAPD would be a nice, quiet one. But it had been 4 days since the release of Pokemon Go, and the streets had descended into chaos. People were stampeding at the mere chance to catch a Vaporeon. People were driving buses while trying to catch Pokemon. Nintendo had released animals onto the streets to simulate the real Pokemon world. And worse still, people had started live streaming themselves playing Pokemon Go. The worst offender? A criminal mastermind known as Poseidon. Although it wasn't long before we began cracking down on this degenerate behavior.
Hi. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, it sounds like what your friend is telling me agency, but
What happened?
people are calling, making up stuff about like you guys pretending you have guns and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh, people.
Like you guys are doing a prank is what they keep saying. So that's all it is. But I don't know. I talked to some kids around there. So you're like really popular on Facebook or something. Oh, so yeah, that's what it is.
It's Facebook.
So you've been getting harassed of people calling you, I guess.
Yeah, so I do like live streams. People call and be like, "Oh, he's a gun" or something, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. If you do, we're gonna pretend because everyone's alleged it's fake call. Don't do that. It's not a good idea. So that's all we have to tell you. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's common sense, right? You're not gonna
Yes.
walk into a store with a fake gun.
No.
Okay.
No.
That was
Not
easy.
after what he's been through.
That was easy. Yeah, and I can see why it's a prank if you're popular as you say you are. I don't follow anything, so.
Ice Poseidon.
What?
Ice Poseidon on YouTube.
So that's you?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Hit that sub button.
So how long have you been doing this?
3 days.
You're that popular for 3 days?
Shit happened.
And it didn't stop there.
Is everybody okay here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you threatened to shoot somebody today?
No.
No?
No.
Has he threatened to hurt you or anything? Alright.
Well, if you turn around, put your hands behind your head.
Okay.
Turn around.
Can I put this down?
Hands behind your head.
Here, put the camera away. Put that somewhere else.
I just put this on.
Paul Denio ran under the pseudonym Ice Poseidon, and he had become quite notorious. We had his name listed at the LAPD with all the other known criminals ruining America. Paul always had his location listed publicly, so that anyone could find where he was at any given time, and fans made a point of making sure we at the LAPD also knew exactly what he was up to. Although, it wasn't only the fans calling the police, and it wasn't always so unjustified.
Nigel.
Yes, sir.
Maybe the light doesn't have to turn off. I just don't want to see the light. Genius thinking, Bell. There we are. All right, now do it with that one too. I don't like that one in my eyes. Oh my God. With the police. That's just fuck it. That's not. I don't know what the fuck that is. All right, please cover that one too. I'd like some music. I'd like some singing. Just like that.
Poseidon, permission.
That's it, bro. I don't need anything.
Yes.
I'm good.
Paul also held an open door policy that allowed anyone and everyone to come visit him. While this grew his popularity, as it made his streams that much more unpredictable, it also resulted in some unsavory guests.
There's a couple of people outside the door there. There's like 4 people out the door.
I don't really know who you are, dude.
Everyone watching this, you will remember this moment. This is how it all ends for Ice when he opens the door. This is crazy to watch.
About a year had passed now since the Pokemon Go release, and I was enjoying what should have been a quiet last month of my job at the LAPD, when I received a call that would change everything. Paul Denino had done it again, but this time he has hijacked American Airlines Flight 458 and has snuck a bomb past LAX's impervious airport security.
We broke the news. Phoenix police searching an American Airlines plane at Sky Harbor. Police say an anonymous threat was called in.
Police surrounding the plane, and then police ended up boarding that plane. Passengers say that 2 people were removed, a man and a woman. Several passengers who were on the plane tell me that the man who was removed was taking a video of himself at the gate in LA before the plane took off. They said he was acting strangely.
He was running around with a GoPro type thing and a big
big, large camera.
And can you believe the absolute gall of this man? Look what he tries to do next. He tries to claim
New
it
right
as
now,
a prank.
an online personality, somebody who streams video online, says it was a bomb threat and it was a prank. He says he was the target.
So this was the man who was taken off the plane, Paul DeNeo. ABC 15's John Erickson talked to him over the phone just in the last 15 minutes.
I felt really bad for everybody on the plane because they just had to sit there because of this guy who called. Like, he called in and said that I had a bomb on the plane. That's what he said. Like, he was pretending to be me.
All right, Paul, what do you have to say for yourself? Not so talkative, huh? All right, fine. That leaves me and Twitch with only one option. Ice Poseidon was now the king of IRL. He had become one of the most well-known streamers ever and single-handedly forced Twitch to conform and create an IRL section for their streaming platform. However, Paul did pay the price. He had lost his backing and support from Twitch. Paul was now forced to create his own network. Paul, however, had extremely limited business knowledge and decided to use the most successful business model he had ever seen, and he'd happened to just watch a documentary on it. That's right, the Fire Festival.
And obviously they invest their money as well, hopefully more than $2
So
million.
it's a Ponzi
And then
scheme.
obviously when we get more than $2 million invested,
They're
the
using-
other investors will get their $2 million back, and then we have more money for the company and shit like that. So, or something like that. I don't know. It's not.
It all came full circle when, despite the fact I was now retired and didn't care about Ice Poseidon at all, he was finally raided by the FBI for real, and his network was subsequently shut down. On March 20th, 2019, Ice Poseidon's house had everyone and everything inside it seized and taken into FBI custody, finally bringing to an end the King of IRL.
Faster than my wallet.